Hello, CandyLand campers. How are you guys doing today? I wanted to come on and say good morning. Let's start the day with making a charm for our journals. So, as I mentioned yesterday, my CandyLand game has a story, and this is part of the story. This is part of the box that goes in it. So, when I created camp, we're going to follow along with the story. So, let's take a minute to do a little story time, and I'll show it in case you guys want to read along with me. We're going to go to here because we don't introduce Plumpy until later in the week. But once upon a time, King Candy, the imperial head bonbon and grand jube of CandyLand, disappeared. It was a bright sunny morning, and to everyone's surprise, the king and his fabulous candy castle simply were no longer where they should be. So that's introducing us to the adventure in CandyLand. We created our characters yesterday, which I love seeing you guys, what you created. I love the creativity. And then today I know you guys, I have been seeing charms. I love charms all over social media for Camp CandyLand, but today I haven't made a charm for my journal yet. But I don't want to call it, I'm going to call it a good fortune, because I started receiving my swap, and this came from one of my swap partners, Mary, and she sent me this cute little bag, and I was like, oh cute, let's go, let me open it up. So when I opened it up, she had sent me a charm already assembled. I also got another one, a little bit smaller one, and that one I put in my planner. So I'm going to use this one for my journal. I just ordered some of these little pieces off of Amazon. If you haven't seen these are little, let me see if I can come in a little bit here. These are little, I'm sure you guys have seen them, but in case you haven't, they totally remind me of 80s little pieces. They look like that. They're little plastic pieces, and then you can they pop in. There's a little opening, and you just pop them in, and they hold. So you can add as many as you want, and then on top of that, you can add charms as you need to. So I'm going to do a little bit of changing around on this cute little charm because I want to add, so cute. And I have never seen this, which I really, really love. I've never seen using these little clips here, which I love these little, they call them like, what do they call them? Oh, light bulb clips or something like that. Maybe I'll go through like that. But I'm going to put this actually I'm going to put this on my travel journal because we went to Greece, and I don't know why this reminds me of Greece. Probably because of the eyeball thing. So let's see, this is going to be our clip right here. And I'm going to spread this out so we can all look at it together. There we go. And like I said, I just ordered some more so I can add some different things as I go through my camp. This one, I don't know what was on there, but there's that. But I got a lot of happy mail, you guys, with all kind of ready to go adding on to your journal. Like, I love these. I love using Lobster Class on charms because it gives you the opportunity to kind of change them around if you want to and add as needed. And so I'm just going to add some of these on here. These are all that I got in Happy Mail. I need a little bit, maybe I'll put it on with her. It's so cute, you guys. I'm having so much fun. Let's see here. This one doesn't have a clip. I have the Lobster Clasp. And this is part of, I thought I had another one. Here's one in here. So let me get I do have some little Mine are the same color. Mine are more goldish, but I guess unless you really are concerned. I know I have some other ones in here. But you could use, okay. I'm going to go ahead and just use the gold because that's what I have available at my fingertips. Oh! There's a big black something or another that just came across my desk. Not liking that situation. So these are gold, but you know, I'm not, oh look, she has a white one there. I'm not one for like, oh, I like to match it. I like to mismatch all the things. I don't have to have everything the same. Okay, so I'm going to put my little lollipop on here. Now, if you got the kit and you're wondering what in the world do I do with all of the beads and things like that, because I did see where you could come across a problem if you had a bead like this, and I'm going to show you guys how to add that to your journal. Let's see here. Do I want to add this one? It seems like I'm really gravitating towards purple, which is completely... Here's another little bead that I would love to use. Because when I packed the kits, I put string in there because I was going to do a tie one. But then when I got this, I was like, oh my gosh, this is so cute. I love this. I want to use the charm that was sent to me. So I'm just going to use these little beads for now. But let me show you how I would add if you were to do a charm like this. If you do a tie charm, I will try to find a video where I did the tie charms. Oops, I want to turn her around. She's so cute. Okay. Let me get out my little kit here. This has all my little crafty stuff in it. I mean, for bead making. Oh, see, I have some rainbow ones in here too. That would really look cute. But what I do... Oh, I forgot I had these, you guys. I haven't been in here in a while. I'm going to have to reorganize myself. Okay, so what I would do is I take these flat backs like this. They are long needles. I mean, you know, they're in the jewelry department. They have like the little flat on this back side of it, so that way you can hold your bead on there. And what I like to do is try to find a little bead that will hold. A lot of times seed beads work great, but you want one that's not going to go through this little eyelet here. So let's try this one here. And it can be a decorative. Oh, see, that one goes through there. I wonder if I have a seed bead in here. I do. Okay, good. So I'm going to get this teeny tiny little seed bead and run it through here. And that way that is, see, what won't come off, so that's going to be like a holding place for the bead, right? So then I can put this on, but you know, we want it to be a little bit more decorative, right? So we can add, for example, trying to find something like a sparkle. I'm just looking. Remember that little candy dish I put together at the beginning? I think I did a, oh, I forgot about my CandyLand. This is from Tanya. pick a bead, right? Let's see here. I don't really see one that is... There's a purple. Let's see. I think that's too big, though. Oh, here's a purple. Okay. So I'm going to pop this one on, and then it has, like, you start to layer it up. And then I'm going to take my bauble, my bubble gum bead, and put it on top, right? And you could add all the things, and then I'm going to put this bow, which the bow is not going to work because it doesn't wrap around that bead. Okay, so a lot of times I need to finish off with a smaller bead. Again, another seed bead. Oop, I'm having issues here. These are some that I've made in the past. Let's see if we can. I love this bead. I want to pop it over my candy dish of beads because all right, now we're talking. Here's a bunch of little seed beads. Another little. Seed bead, right? And then usually I will try to trim down this a little bit, just because I'm going to be looping it around. Now I know they make this fantastic tool that I've yet to buy that will help you do this, but basically I take the end and I just keep making sure. I want to make that tight as I can. Again, I might need to trim. I'm just going to turn it. I'm going to trim this a little bit more. And then I'm going to take the edge and I'm just going to tighten my wrist like this. This is the way I do it. I know there's probably different ways to do it, but before I loop it around, before I forget, let's add a lobster clasp. Find a handy dandy one. Here we go. I'm going to add a lobster clasp on there. And then I'm going to spin it around. And close it. I'm just going to tuck it in. Now I know mine's not the prettiest, but it does the trick. Like I said, they make this great tool that I need to invest in. I think my sister invested in it. My friend Nancy Jo showed it to me. And there you have where you can add your bead onto, if you're doing like a chain like this. If you're doing the string, which I will, again, I'll try to find that video and link it below, then you shouldn't have any, I'll show you how to do those as well. Okay, so for this, I've got all these little beads around. I'm going to hook onto here. So cute. I want to add my CandyLand on there too. Let's see. So I found these on Amazon. I'll link those below as well, just to show y'all where you can find these if you choose to do the chain. I'm just going to put this right here. Ta-da! Okay. So we got to add our CandyLand, right? That's just so important. So what I'm going to do is add a split ring. I love these split rings. I prefer these versus the, actually these are what these are. I could probably use these too. But let me try. Well, I'm just going to do the split ring because that's what I'm comfortable with. Because I don't like, oops. What I don't like is when you are putting, I wonder if I have a gold. Let me do it, gold. I'm mixing all the mixing metals here. But one of the things I don't like is when I put a bead on, and I've done some jewelry stuff in the past, and took a jewelry class at one point, but I dislike a lot when if you don't buy the strong enough jump rings, then they end up falling off. That drives me crazy. All right, and I don't want to lose a charm. Okay, so I'm going to put this at the very top, and I think, you know what I think I might do also is instead of doing this, let's see, I think I'm going to add some ribbon. I think I'm going to add some of this ribbon. This is that from Scrap Cabin shop. She had put together, I haven't checked back again, but I'm pretty sure, I think there was only one left. What color? Again, I'm reaching for purple, but what about if we do the red? I think the red will work. She put together a bundle for Camp CandyLand, which I thought was so sweet. So I think what I'm going to do is add this through here like that. Add this. I haven't cut it yet because I don't know yet how much I want. I think I'll do that. Tie a knot. Let's see how it's going to hang first. I think that would be cute. Okay, let's put the ribbon away before I put a bow on it. How I keep ribbon, in case you're wondering. I'm trying to keep everything with Camp CandyLand. Like I said, I'm trying to work on a space for all my things, which I normally would have had that put together, but life's been a little busy lately. And I'm an over planner, you know, like I try to plan so many things for me to do, and I just don't have enough. I always create not enough time. Okay, so there we have it. Have our little charm all put together. And then